guys, thanks for checking out the video today. So this video is going to be about our dyno visit to a place called Red Deer in Alberta, Canada. It's a city that is sort of a smaller place, but it has quite a few performance shops related to high performance vehicles. And it's situated kind of in between two major cities that are about 1 million people each, and so they do get a lot of business there. So the company that we're going to be visiting today is AFR Auto Works, and they've tuned several cars for us, and they've done a great job. So we're going to be heading there. It's about an hour and a half from where we are, and so it's a bit of a drive, but it's worth the trip. So I hope you enjoy the video today. Okay, so here we have the E85 powered Evo warming up so that we can actually get it on the trailer without stalling it out, because it's pretty cold this morning. It's very exciting. And we're ready to go to the dyno appointment. Pretty exciting.
You don't sound excited.
I'm tired and cold.
I wonder if I have another carabiner or something like that. Give me a sec. Go.
So at this point in the process, the car is loaded up. The weather was actually pretty poor. It was somewhat starting to snow, and the weather in the spring up in Canada can vary quite a bit, and so it was cold. It was early in the morning. Everybody was tired, but we were setting off on our hour-and-a-half journey to AFR Auto Works. Okay, so here we are at AFR Auto Works, ready to get this thing on the dyno and make some power, hopefully. So let's get going on this. Okay, so here we are on the chassis dyno, and we've already made a base run of 533, and we're turning up the boost and trying to go for more here. The last pull was 30 pounds of boost and made about 600 wheel. Now we're going to be turning it up to 33 pounds, and we're probably going to run out of fuel at this point, but we'll see what it makes. So all in all, a successful trip to the dyno. At 33 psi, we actually ran out of fuel. So, and at this point, the tuner is just going to be taking the car for a road test, probably to just make sure part throttle response is dialed in. and then it's back to Edmonton, and hopefully some drag racing next. So this is going to be familiar when you see some of the other videos that are up about this car, and not a lot has changed. So like Devin had said, he added a very, very nice intercooler from Plasma Man.
That's a wonderful piece of kit. I can't believe how many, like, already I've gotten into discussions with people who are just getting these cars in the States that are looking for really big American names to make them a brand new kit that fits these cars, or to somehow make the 7891 finagle its way in there. Plasma Man has existed since these cars came out. This kit has existed since the cars were basically brand new in the 90s. You don't need to fight an uphill battle here, especially if you're an American. You have a dollar advantage, as it is down in Australia. Just pop on down to them, grab a really nice piece of kit, and put it on your car without cutting everything. It's a perfect solution.
Yeah, and as far as these cars are concerned, for our American friends, there's a lot of Canadians that have built these cars up over the last decade. And so, like my friend had said, don't feel you have to reinvent the wheel. There's a lot of information on Facebook groups, on some of the old forums, revolving around modifying these cars. So yeah, just take a look around at some of the Canadian sites, and you'll see some good info there. So this is still running the EF3 turbo?
Yeah, so Matt famously made, well, infamously, I guess, made a round of turbos based on the stock frame, so it's still an MHI housing, that had some quality control issues, or at least allegedly quality control issues. And I decided that was a great way to get into a cheap turbo. And it's been working perfectly. It came off of a car that blew up due to a bad wastegate, as opposed to the turbo. So when it blew up, that turbo was working real hard and it didn't blow up. So I had it professionally rebuilt with proper components, updated components, and I mean, proof's in the pudding, it makes good power.
So we had 580 the last time around, and it was dialed back to how much? 540?
So when I pulled it off, it was 560, but that was on that particular day, right? So a year passes, we go back on the dyno, and it baselined at 533.
Okay, so we went back how many weeks ago now? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
So 2 weeks ago, we went back to AFR, and they baselined it at 533. And then what did we end at for boost pressure? Do you remember?
So we started running out of fuel at 33 pounds.
Okay.
So that was the end of the Aeromotive 340 pump that's in there. Now, when we were at AFR, we were discussing the most amount of power that they had ever made on an AF or on these Aeromotive 340 pumps. And I think they said around 640 was what they made at the top end, or 640, 650. And we hit close to that, which is incredible considering that the setup is still not perfect as far as flow is concerned. It's still tight lines still.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Not an ideal situation in those saddle style fuel tanks.
So we went from 533 to, what was the final number?
623. So it's
almost 100 horsepower.
Yeah, it's a 20%.
Wow.
So on the day, with no major changes made to the mechanics, the turbos, or anything like that, we just made 20% more power by finishing off the tune with proper E85. So, I mean, this isn't pump 85. I don't know if it makes that big of a difference when we're considering ethanol, but with a proper controlled batch of fuel and turning it up to full kill, because there was no reason not to, 623 is what it made on a turbo that is roughly the same size as a Force Performance Red somewhere in there. Basically the same idea, but maps version of it.
Yeah, so definitely some great numbers. So this is going to be at Tuner Bash in about 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
So what are we hoping for time? I mean, I'm going to haul my Evo 9 powered 6 and hope that it doesn't explode all over the drag strip.
Should be fine. Mine didn't explode, and it was on a stock clutch.
And then Devin is going to show up with his 600 plus horsepower Evo 5 and lay down a...
If I could do better by being really nice to it than I did when I was mean to it with a 9 turbo, I'll be happy. Castrol is not a fast track.
Yeah, we're in Edmonton. We're about 1,600
We are
feet.
600 meters above sea level,
Yeah, yeah. So,
which is whatever that is in feet. I have no idea.
Yeah. 18. So I guess about 1,800 feet above sea level, which doesn't make our cars super duper fast, but
No, and Castrol isn't. It's not a great surface. It's what we have. It's a local
yeah,
track.
totally. So
I mean, it's closed for half the year. I mean, how much upkeep can you afford to do?
yeah. So what did you run in the 9 turbo powered car? Was it in the 12s or?
12.5 at 114.
Yeah. Well, I would venture to say that this is going to go way faster.
It'll go faster. I just got to try to not wreck it.
Totally.
Besides, it's way more fun with the rolling anti-lag.
And we'll also have some new wheels on the car,
Yeah. which
which are incredibly nice. So these are Workmeister S1s. So it's the old 20 plus year old style Workmeister that were just refinished. So these ones were refinished at what shop was it?
The Wheel Clinic.
So these are the Wheel Clinic in Edmonton. They did a really good job. So polished barrels, powder coated centers, I'd imagine, and then the correct Workmeister stickers from Work themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're gonna go, I guess, all out with a classic set of wheels, you may as well do it right. And it looks right.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Awesome. Well, we're going to have a follow-up video at Tuner Bash, and stay tuned. And we're going to see what this thing runs, as well as my Evo 6, which is really the supporting cast to this crazy car.
I'm excited for the 6. I just want to see comparatively how much better an experienced drag racer can make that setup go.
I just want it to hold together myself. We'll see. We'll see. Thanks for watching. All right. Thanks for checking out the video today, guys. So as of the recording of this video, the Tuner Bash event that's been mentioned several times is about 3 days away. So we're just getting our vehicles ready. Hopefully the weather will be good. And just keep checking out the channel. I'll try and get the video of that event up as quickly as possible. And hopefully we'll have good results. Hopefully I won't blow this thing up, which I just finished. But if it happens, it happens. So we'll see. So thanks for checking out the video again. And we'll see you soon.